They say you are what you eat. Which explains why my dreams are full of cake, my jeans are full of regret, and my salad is mostly ignored. But hey, at least I'm trying, right? I decided to eat healthier, so now my fridge is full of kale, quinoa, and mysterious chia seeds that I'm pretty sure are plotting against me. I stare at them longingly while secretly dreaming of donuts, and somehow I still feel like a hero for choosing carrots over cake. Most of the time. This story tells a story of a many who chooses cake over health. This is Olu, a man of peace, a man of joy, a man who believed with zero doubt that fried chicken was a love language. Now Tuned didn't just eat junk food. Olu had a relationship with junk food, a committed one. Morning, ice-cold soda because, apparently, water was too boring for his destiny. Afternoon, shawarma dripping with sauce like it had something to prove. Evening, fried rice and chicken that could make oil itself nervous. And vegetables. Vegetables to OLU. Were not food. They were decoration. You know, those things you politely move to the side of your plate like, God bless you, but not today. Shirtless, serious, breathing like a generator that had been overworked and underpaid. He looked at himself, paused, and for the first time in a long time, Olu was not laughing. He sucked in his stomach, held it like his life depended on it. Then slowly, he released it. What happened next was between Olu and his ancestors. Olu blinked, leaned closer to the mirror. Who is this? He whispered, because at this point, even Olu was beginning to question Olu. Just then, knock. Before he could recover, the door opened, and in walked Chinedu. Friend, brother, occasional life advisor. Chinedu stepped in, then stopped, looked at Olu, looked at the mirror, looked at the stomach, looked back at Olu again. Now, you see, some situations don't require immediate talking. They require processing. My brother, Chinedu, finally said slowly, "Are you okay, or are you upgrading?" Olu frowned immediately. I'm fine. He was not fine. Not even close. Chinedu walked further in, dropped his bag, and sat down like a man who had seen enough. His eyes moved from Olu to the table, and there it was. A mountain, not of hope, but of fried food. Chicken, fries, meat pie, soda. It looked less like a meal, and more like a farewell party. Chinedu shook his head slowly. My guy, are you feeding a village? Olu didn't even blink. This is small food. Small is a relative term. Very relative. Chinedu sighed. The kind of sigh that comes with responsibility. Then he reached into his bag and brought out a container. He placed it gently on the table, opened it. Inside, vegetables, green, fresh, calm, minding their business. Olu leaned back instantly. Please close it, he said. I don't do farm. That statement summarized Olu's entire lifestyle. Chinedu shook his head. My brother, listen to me, he said calmly. This thing you're doing, it's not just eating again. It's a pattern. Olu rolled his eyes. Ah, it's enjoyment. Enjoyment. That made him tired after walking short distances. Enjoyment. That required him to calculate before using stairs. Enjoyment. That was slowly turning against him. Chinedu leaned forward. You're always tired. You complain every day. Your body is talking, you're not listening. For once, Olu didn't respond immediately. He just sat there, quiet, thinking, but then, he grabbed a piece of chicken. Let me think while eating, he said. Of course, because in Olu's world, all important decisions required snacks. That night, Olu ate, and ate, and ate again. Like a man trying to prove a point nobody asked for. Later, he lay on his bed, flat on his back, staring at the ceiling, holding his stomach like it had personally betrayed him. Ah, he groaned. Why am I like this? Because habits don't change quietly. The room was silent, but his body was not. Every discomfort, every heaviness, every breath felt louder than usual. That was the moment. Not dramatic, not loud, but real. The next morning, something unusual happened. Sat up and didn't reach for soda. Yes, you heard that correctly. No soda. No leftovers. No emergency fried rice. Instead, he stood up slowly and walked into the kitchen. There was nothing there, except one carrot. He stared at it. Two legends. Meeting for the first time, Olu picked it up, turned it around in his hand, studied it like it was a strange invention. If I disappear after this, he said quietly, tell people I tried. He took a bite, paused, chewed slowly, his face tightened, then relaxed. Wait, another bite, then another. Ladies and gentlemen, history was being made. Hours later, Chinedu got a message. I ate carrot. Chinedu smiled. Not a big smile. A knowing smile, because he understood something Olu didn't yet fully see. This wasn't about carrots, or vegetables, or even food. This was about change. And change always starts small. Olu didn't become a fitness expert overnight. He didn't suddenly love vegetables. And he definitely still thought fried chicken was attractive. But something shifted. He started thinking. He started trying. He started choosing just a little better. And sometimes, that's all it takes. Because the biggest transformations in life don't begin with perfection. They begin with one small decision, one uncomfortable choice, and one honest moment in front of the mirror. And for Olu, this was just the beginning.